today we are going to be diving into some of the most haunted paintings in the world. We're also going to be talking about some creepy backstories and facts. So one warning to you guys, do not watch alone. Honestly, we have been scared. Me, not that much. Lisette, on the other hand, has been panicking.
I've been on edge. We were sitting at work and I was kind of like, because I have all the information on my tablet just to make it easier, right? The freaking front door just went. I love to do videos like this, but I also don't like it because then the whole entire day I try not to think about it. And guys, these paintings, like, I'm trying so hard not to even look at them in the eye because these paintings are said to be haunted due to the experiences from the buyers and the painters.
You guys seem to love our scary videos, so that's why we decided to do more of them. Make sure you guys drop a like on this video and subscribe. We are almost at 2,100 subscribers.
Yes.
It's literally insane. So let's grow this year the YouTube channel like an insane amount, and let's just keep on rolling, guys. So here is picture number 1.
Painting number 1 is called The Hands Resist Him. The painting was made in 1972 by a man named Bill Stoneham. The painting was based on a photograph of himself when he was only 5 years old. I couldn't find enough information as to who the doll was in the picture and why she was holding that thing with the wires. I just wonder, like, if this picture was based on himself when he was 5 years old, what does the doll have to do with it? A little weird.
That is weird.
Well, he also said that he had no bad intentions with the painting, but somehow it is to blame for the death of the gallery owner where the painting was first put up to be seen in 1974. It is also said that the first critic who reviewed this painting, known as Herbert Seldes, hopefully I'm saying that right, he died as well. So the critic and the gallery owner died with, you know, around this painting. And another odd occurrence is this painting was purchased by the actor John Marley. And I think it said that he was in The Godfather. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he actually later then died in 1984. And he was in possession of the painting as well. One of the last buyers who had attempted to sell on eBay claimed that it was haunted, right? So they were like, no, this painting is straight up haunted, like it's cursed or something. But they said that the children in the picture would fight each other. And that when they'd be fighting in the picture, they would terrorize their 4-year-olds, you know, so they would scare, you know, this little girl. And they said that the boy would jump out of the painting, run into their rooms because he was scared of, like, the doll. When people have viewed the painting, people tend to faint, or there's been blackouts, or children begin screaming and devices start to malfunction.
Right before we started this, we don't have the painting, but our equipment, like our camera, just kept going blurry.
Yeah, so we should put a clip.
It's weird. Yeah, we'll put a clip of it, but it just kept going blurry. And I told her, I'm like, they say when your equipment gets blurry it's because there's spirits nearby. So I was just joking around. Hopefully there's nothing lingering around, but that's a creepy story.
It is really creepy. Now, should we show the picture?
Alright guys, so we are currently looking right here at the first picture. That is so weird.
I know. I honestly
You're not even looking at it.
And when I was doing, like, reading through these articles and stuff, guys, I swear I was like kind of like just looking at it for a second, and then I'd scroll up because I'm too scared now. I'm
not gonna lie to you guys. I looked into like their eyes and it gave me chills.
Why are they hollow? I find it
the boy
weird.
Looks creepy. Like, I'm getting creepy vibes just like having this up.
And another thing about these paintings, guys, is that people say they're haunted, but it's either because, like, when you know certain paintings, they make you feel certain emotions. So if you feel like a dark emotion, and that brings kind of like a dark entity, so it's kind of like it plays off of what you feel. That's what I was reading more about these paintings. Or some say that they could have possibly been cursed with black magic. Okay guys, so now for painting number 2. This is the portrait of Bernardo de Galvez. Hopefully I'm saying that right. For this particular one, you had to ask permission to take a picture of it or it comes out blurred. Right? I thought that's weird. And it almost reminded me, like, you know when vampires, for them to come in, they had to, like, ask you. Be
invited?
Yeah, like invited in. That doesn't really relate, but it just kind of made me think of that. This portrait was originally hung in the Galvez Hotel when it first opened in the 1990s. The person in the portrait was Spanish military officer whom the hotel was named after. And guests started to complain about the painting, saying that the eyes would follow them and sometimes they would feel extremely cold or uneasy standing near it.
There is those kind of paintings that I've come across where you feel like it's looking at you, or it's just creepy.
Yeah, or like
you just get like a weird vibe.
Yeah. Tourists who have tried to capture photos of it stated that it always comes out blurry unless they ask the spirit for permission. Imagine having that, like, staying at that hotel. And, like, it's like, say it's like a 5-star hotel, and then you go, like, come upon this painting. Would you leave?
I would leave.
Why do you have to ask the spirit for permission, and how does it have the capability to, like, do this to the pictures, right?
That is pretty weird. That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know how that works, guys.
Here is the picture that we're talking about. Like we said, it doesn't look too creepy. You know, it does kind of look kind of blurry, doesn't it?
It does.
But like we said, it doesn't look too creepy. Just the history behind it
Is what's
and
weird.
what people say like happens is just that's creepy.
I wonder like when an artist starts to paint if they feel anything.
They probably do.
Right? Well, we do have one story and it's the creepiest one. That's kind of similar to what I'm saying. So yeah, we'll talk about that soon.
Okay guys, and before we get into the rest of the video, I do want to, try the mineral water with Magic Mind. If you guys saw the last video, we told you that we were going to try it. And, I love taking Magic Mind in the morning. It's basically in replace of your coffee. So it's this tiny little bottle right here. And I got some sparkling water. And we're just going to, we're going to do about that much. And then we're going to add, I just want to taste it right now, so I'm not going to do the whole thing. But we're going to add the Magic Mind. Whoa.
That looks awesome.
That does look awesome. Look at that, guys. That looks really good.
Magic in a bottle, guys.
That tastes good. Honestly, I think I'm gonna drink the rest of them with this. It tastes really, really good, guys. So if you want to try Magic Mind for yourself, it'll be linked in the description. You can get a discount code and it's 100% money back guaranteed. So check it out, guys. But let's get back into the video.
Now for painting number 3, it's called The Crying Boy. It is said that this particular artist, known as Giovanni Borgoli, painted over 60 pieces and all of them attracted fire. Each one of them were of crying children. So when I was looking at all these pieces, they were like boys and girls and all of them were kind of, obviously had tears and they were crying. During that time frame, it was kind of like a thing to have a painting of crying children on your wall.
That's weird. I don't know if it'll even connect or what the time frame was. But remember in the movie Coraline where they walk in their
the
house
boy with the ice cream?
Yeah, and he's crying and it's a sad little boy, she says. And Coraline's has to do with spirits.
Yeah, that is weird.
That is weird.
That is crazy. But the odd thing about this painting is in any house or place it was in, it always seemed to catch on fire, completely destroying everything but the painting. In 1985, there were newspapers saying crying boy curse strikes again. And I did see this newspaper. It looks pretty trippy.
Really?
Yeah, but firefighters who were called to the scene of the fires always reported the same story, that the painting was still left untarnished and all the houses that caught on fire all had copies of the painting. And there was a lady known as Jane McGuggins, I can't remember how to say her last name, sorry guys, but she stated that one day she was cleaning her kitchen when suddenly her curtains and her drapes caught on fire and everything was destroyed in the fire except the painting.
The painting. When there's that many stories and the same thing happening, it can't just be a coincidence.
The boy in the painting, I think his parents had passed away in a house fire, so that's why he was crying and it kind of captured his emotions.
Yeah.
So maybe he's catching these houses on fire because he's upset.
Yeah, so this is the picture that we are talking about. Doesn't look too creepy, guys.
Yeah.
But if you have this copy, your house could literally catch on fire.
And I also said
doesn't it look sorry to cut you off.
Okay.
Doesn't it look like a fiery glow on his face? The background?
Creepy.
It's kind of weird that this painting causes fires and it has a fiery kind of glow to the little kid's face.
People were saying that when you go to thrift stores to never buy a painting from them. Or don't buy any old paintings from thrift stores because you never know if it can hold something like that. After doing this video, I will never buy any kind of painting from a thrift store, no matter how pretty it is. I don't know. I wouldn't want to chance it. Right?
Now for the final picture. And this one, I'm telling you, looks creepy. So
this one is called The Woman of the Rain, guys. So the painting was said to have been made in Ukraine around 1966 by Svetlana Telets, so I'm pretty sure I did not say her name right.
All these names.
Yeah.
Guys, back in the days, people had some crazy big names.
Yeah, but she painted this in a total of 5 hours. She says she felt as though someone was guiding her throughout the whole process. So she felt like there was almost like an entity guiding her hand as she was painting this. When it was put on the market, it was brought right back from the buyers because they believed it was cursed. So I actually found the 3 buyers and their stories as to why they brought it back. Starting with buyer number 1. She says she couldn't sleep because it felt like someone else was in her apartment. She even hid the painting behind her cupboard. And she said it was almost driving her insane. She really felt like somebody was there with her or following her around. Yeah, so she was just kind of panicking, and she called her in the middle of the night telling her hey, I need to return this painting. I need to get rid of it because I can't have it in my house. Now with buyer number 2, it was a young man saying that he couldn't stand to have it. He kept dreaming of the shadow woman and it was making him feel scared and angry. And he even returned the painting and he didn't even ask for his money back. The last buyer said he felt her eyes everywhere and it gave him an intense headache. So he would see her white eyes just kind of like, you know, like when you see stars sometimes?
Yeah.
All he saw was like the eyes. Like I already sleep with like a light, like a little light on my flashlight because I can't stand the dark. So imagine like just closing your eyes and you open your eyes.
Lights though?
That would be weird.
Yeah, that would be very weird.
And another thing is, it is said that it does not need to be displayed in the home in order to terrorize the target. However, you do not need to be in possession of the painting in order for it to fully reach you. That's why, guys, like a lot of these paintings, like I keep saying, I don't want to look at them in the eyes. Like, I couldn't even down it.
Especially this one that you don't have to have it physically.
Yeah.
Like if just by looking at it, if she wants to target you, she can. Should we look at it?
I'm not liking it.
Well, we're looking at it together. Here is the picture. By far, probably one of the most creepiest ones that we have seen today.
Yes.
Other than that first one with the little boys, their eyes looked all hollow.
Yeah, these two have to be like the top scariest ones in this video for me.
If you look at it for a while, it just gives you like goosebumps. You start feeling like this weird, you know, vibe just looking at these pictures.
Well, another thing is how she said that like there was somebody that was guiding her hand, and this is when she drew that woman. Who is this woman?
What makes you paint that? You literally have to sit there, think it out, trace it out, and just draw it. The fact that like people make those is just, to me, that's so
it's bizarre
weird
sometimes. Yeah. Overall, guys, that will be the end of these paintings. If you guys do want to see us do more of these, definitely comment down below and let us know which one was the scariest to you.
Before we close off today's video, if you guys haven't tuned into our podcast, we actually have a true crime podcast that is not like officially just all true crime. We dive into every like little things. We review scary movies. We're gonna review Scream when it comes out, Scream 6.
I can't wait.
Yeah, that one's gonna be cool. And we basically talk about like spooky stories that have to do with ghosts, things like this, like haunted paintings or urban legends, or, you know, true crime like we said. If you guys enjoy that and are interested in that, or just want to check it out, all the links are down below. We're literally on every platform. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and we've been doing really good. So thank you guys for the support, for the people that tune in every Wednesday at 3 p.m. But without further ado, thank you guys for tuning in. As always, if you enjoyed, drop a like on this video. Make sure you guys have subscribed because we are on a road to like 10K this year.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big number.
Yeah, we want to go to 10K if we can within this year. If it goes bigger than that, then, you know, that's awesome. But our goal is 10K to end off 2023.
Yes.
Without further ado, thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next Monday.
Peace.
Peace.